So, it's the, basically it's the end of 2021, the last day, apparently the 31st, so I'm actually glad that it's ending, so that means tomorrow will be the next year, 2022. Which most would be excited for, even me. I'd be excited that 2021 will be ending tomorrow. So, that's when everybody will be celebrating most likely. Celebrating for like that next year because there's a lot of games out next year. So, makes me more excited for that year. So I thought, well, since it's 2021, the end of it, so apparently, kind of like just enjoy the rest of the live stream, and have a talk, in the live stream, just to end it off and talk about things that you enjoyed about 2021 or hated about 2021. So say as much as you want, and I will chat back to Annie in the live stream. So apparently this is just one of those talking live streams. So yeah, we'll like talk back. So apparently first things first. Getting a cup of tea and whatever. And might as well let Scooch take the spotlight, I think. Yeah. He could be wearing my glasses. There you go. See that? No? He's wearing my glasses. Hello, Scrooge has been wearing my glasses. That's a close up. Right. So apparently, a couple of years I haven't really been that great because games have been delayed. With 2021 and whatever, they've been mostly delayed. So a lot of games have been delayed. Reverse was delayed into 2022. There's one. A couple other games have been delayed, like the Harry Potter game. That's basically delayed for next year, even though that doesn't really have a release date yet. I think Disney Warriors 9 Empires probably got delayed as well. So that's coming out in February. I forget the date of it now. But it's definitely February according to what its site says. So there's that. And then there's a lot of other games, like possibly The Evil Dead and whatever, also coming out next year. And especially Dying Light 2, that's coming out next year. So possibly. So apparently I'll be hoping that this year ends, because I didn't like 2021. I hated 2021 because the year was terrible. There wasn't really that many games to come out this year. So I kept thinking, kept feeling, please let there be a game that I'm interested in. So apparently I kept hunting for like a multiplayer game so that me and my mate would play it, but turns out it was a lot harder than necessary because playing a game together was a bit hard because we couldn't actually get hold of one to actually play together. It was that hard. So I'm hoping 2022 is better because there'll be a lot more games to play together. So that means me and my mate will be playing a lot more on PSN. So that means we could be playing Dying Light 2 as one game. Then there could be like The Evil Dead as another game that we could be playing. And then there could be like other games that also we could be playing. So there could be a lot of horror games that we could be playing, especially like Reverse. Now, a lot basically don't like Reverse, but there's a reason I like Reverse because I like it because whenever you die, you become these monsters. Which is pretty funny because you can chase after other players. So there's that. And whenever you get the capsules, your mutation changes when you die. So it's great. The only downside is it only has one map, but I'm thinking it would change in the end. It would eventually end up with more maps. Now, I actually like this better than Resistance because it's better, it's different, and actually, because everyone gets freedom over monsters, they will basically have more monsters to control instead of like the same one. Apparently, instead of what Resistance did with the Mastermind feature, where only the Mastermind was able to control the monsters only for a short amount of time. But in the Reverse one, you can actually control them for a certain amount of period, but you get more chance of freedom with them because you can kill each other as monsters, which is pretty hilarious considering. So, say you're this salamandred frog thing, you can actually kill Nemesis or Mr. X if you chose to. Like if they totally ignored you, which most likely they would ignore you to go after the other ones that are actually human. It's pretty funny because it leads down a certain path that just leads to funnyism. So there's that. They could have more monsters in the end, possibly like Alexia having fire or something like that. Possibly under the Unreal Engine, I think, which would be great.
Jake Miller as well.
And changing Nemesis's face would be better because I don't like seeing the remake Nemesis's face. It looks horrible.
It looks like a laughing joke.
It just looks like he's a child of the Bandersnatch, which I keep calling him that because he actually looks like the child of a Bandersnatch because he looks that ugly from the remake. So I think if they changed him to the original Nemesis with the face and whatever, like say the Marvel vs. Capcom Nemesis, he's actually big and scary because he has these like tentacles all over him. He doesn't have the chest thing on him because that makes him a lot different than of Mr. X and Tyrant because the them ones actually do have place because they're all controllable. But with Nemesis, he can actually be controlled because of his intelligence. So there's that. So I think they should change him. I think overall, Super Tyrant is great. I love him. He's OP. Apparently, he's great. There's a lot of other monsters that also could be in that. I think there's like a random encounter, a random change or whatever. Now Utanak is one of them. Utanak is brilliant. He would be great, I think, if he was one of those monsters. When you get like all the vials apparently, and you just change into that one as well. Mainly like the boss fight sort of thing. And there's a couple of others that actually could also make the change. Now, the Bandersnatch I think could work on the Unreal Engine for that mainly, but it would have to be a 2 vial change. If you get like 2 vials, like capsules or whatever, so you eventually would change into that Bandersnatch. Now, there's a couple of others like lickers and such. Again, that would work. The dogs, same thing really, which would be awesome. Now, that would definitely work. So apparently, you'd have like different ones showing up in different categories, possibly depending on what you choose. Like maybe when you die, you end up as something uncontrollable with 1 vial. If you basically get more, and basically if you basically get 2 vials, you possibly would get higher up, and then if you get like kind of like say like a muted sort of thing, you get a third, then you get something else, something like that. Maybe for the novel thing, you possibly would get something that would be like the ID monsters, possibly, which would be great, I think. I mean, there's a lot of ideas that could lead into that, possibly. So, hoping 2021 ends. Probably next year I definitely will be celebrating because I'm hoping that next year is better. So apparently January we'll be drinking 1 bottle of Bud, it's a koi for New Year's because it's that important because of all those games coming out that year. I'll be like extremely happy to see that. So yeah.